World podcast. I can't remember the last time we did one. I think it was around mine or Paul's birthday. So it's been a few weeks. It's just things happen. Valentine's Day, family life gets in the way, and it's just hard to get on. And plus, it's just sometimes it's the enthusiasm as well, mate. It's just it has been a bit dull. It has been a bit dreary, and I think we're all sort of waiting to the end of the season now, aren't we? But then yesterday happens, and you get that little bounce back, and it's like, oh, that's why I love West Ham. Not that I'm a fair weather fan by any stretch of the imagination, but we needed that yesterday, didn't we? We
Yeah,
needed it.
yeah, yeah. Of course, massively. Like you say, enthusiasm. We typical West Ham. We didn't get any real sort of new manager bounce. Results haven't been great. There was like that optimism at the start where performances looked a bit better, but then that kind of started falling away a bit. And then no one expected anything yesterday.
Like Brentford was awful, weren't it, the other week?
Oh, really bad. Yeah,
It was so bad, and it's really slow midfield. I did a little bit of a review this morning, just a quick one when I was walking to the shops. What did you think when the lineups come out? I said to you, didn't I? Oh, the pace, we're going to get absolutely done here. But I
yeah.
think, do you not think Potter got his spot on, mate? I
I
think he
did.
got his spot on, mate.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He got it absolutely correct. That let's be real. That was a proper David Moyes performance. That was.
I don't. I don't think it was a back to the wall one though. Do you? I don't
I've,
think
I
we
don't think it
backs to
was,
the wall.
but only because I don't think Arsenal were very good.
Maybe, but is that because that he figured them out with them wing backs? I think the wing backs just worked. Like he just nullified whatever Arsenal usually do. Out to the wingers, get the crosses in. I think they only had one corner in the game, maybe two.
Yeah,
Which
they
again, we
the
managed to stop that.
we really nullified them. And then it was the Kudus was the outlet. Pretty much all game. Breaking up the pitch. He had a fantastic game yesterday. Kudus. Bowen was brilliant. That.
Torpedo as well. Like Torpedo, just there is a real good player in there.
Yeah.
There is. He's top. He is. Um, Yeah, what do you make of Ollie Scholes, mate? Young Ollie Scholes finally getting a start. I think Emerson was awful against Brentford, and I think he deserved it. I think he's played his way out of the team, Emerson, and Scholes was doing all right, wasn't he?
I agree. I don't think he's made any mistakes. Someone pointed out yesterday, and to be fair, I think it was a good point. Cresswell really helped him out a lot yesterday.
I said that in my preview. I said put Cresswell in next to him. Not that Cresswell's got pace, and we know he gets caught out in the air, but I think he could talk him through the game.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he did. He was telling him where to go, telling him where to be, exactly like that, mate. Exactly that.
And the
Telling.
Scholes has got the pace to help him.
Yeah,
So they've sort of complemented each other.
yeah,
It worked really well. I think he's going to be big. I think he's going to be big for West Ham. I think we might have saved a fortune there. Replacing a left back. I think he could be something really, really good. Someone said on another stream about Cresswell, would you give him another year? Maybe if it does help Scholes' development again, not to be a starter as such, but in and around the club as that left back sort of teacher.
yeah. I don't see any issue with that if it's for that role. But listen, do you know
He played
what?
well yesterday as well.
He did play well. I was just going to say, yeah, I was going to say you don't really want him to be playing too many games, but when he has played this season, he's played well.
I'd
He
rather
has.
him than Mavropanos at the minute.
Mavpanos done it. Apart from that free kick he gave away one free kick, but apart from that, he done all right. But
About
yeah,
the goal, though. Let's talk about the goal. Wan-Bissaka just, I said it in our chat, didn't I? It was all about the geezer can't cross when he first came. He don't offer anything as an attacking outlet. He seems to have really developed that, hasn't he, at West Ham?
yeah, he seems to be much better getting forward. But I mean, he was basically playing as a winger under Lopetegui, so I guess he kind of had to improve that side of his game, or at least show that side of his game a
We
bit
teased
more.
one early as well, didn't we? Like, we nearly scored exactly the same goal about 5 minutes before, where Bowen missed it. But what a
Yes,
header though, and to beat Rice as well, to beat Rice marking him. That picture is beautiful. I don't know if you've seen the picture where Rice is going. Obviously, Bowen's going for the diving header, and Rice is just looking like. Oh, it's beautiful. Put it in the Louvre. It's one of the best pictures of the season as a West Ham fan. That picture.
yeah, brilliant day, man. Brilliant day, brilliant result, brilliant performance. I can't fault anyone, to be honest. Can't fault any of the players. I think everyone played their part.
Rob Brass comes out with some big praise as well, mate. Lots of people saying that they thought he was really, really good. In that sort of central role where he can just tick the play.
He was, yeah. He was. I think him, Alvarez, and Socek. Like you say, when we looked at that lineup, when that lineup come out, you're thinking, "Oh God, like absolutely no pace whatsoever." But they didn't really need the pace because we were quite compact and sort of countering. They didn't need to be running around like headless chickens. You know what I mean? And I think it worked. I don't think it'll work in every game,
No, no,
but it
no, not
worked in
at all.
that game.
Alvarez was an animal, absolute animal yesterday. Just put some comments up. Thank you for all the comments, guys, that are coming in. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, like a lot of recent Man United players, are flourishing. Yeah, look at Rashford yesterday; he was unbelievable. Yeah, they didn't really do much, like I say, mate. The free kick at the end, which Sterling absolutely fluffed. I think Trossard forced a low save from Areola. Apart from that, I don't really remember him doing much. And
No.
is that their title over? Surely.
Yeah.
If if Liverpool get something today, I think even a draw today, I think that would be it.
I don't think they would have caught them anyway. I think Liverpool are too far in front. They're playing too well at the minute. Realistically, I doubt they would have caught them regardless. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much that. One of my mates in work is an Arsenal fan, and he was saying yesterday that's, you know, he-
We do it all the
that's
time, mate. We
but
do it all the time to them.
yeah, that's basically their season done. They're still in the Champions League, but he said they'll probably get knocked out in the next round.
Well, if they win this round, they play Atletico Real
Yeah,
Madrid, I think.
and then that's that. What a shame.
It was funny because I watch a lot of AFTV and things like that. Like in their comments, oh, they're celebrating they're criticising us for finishing second. They would give their right hand to finish second. Still got the same amount of trophies this year. You know what I mean? Yeah, West Ham would love to finish second, but you don't get a trophy for second. That's what you crave. You don't crave second. West Ham probably do. Bloody hell, if West Ham finish second, Jesus Christ, we're having a party down the Barking Road. Do you know what I mean? But brilliant. I love beating them. I absolutely love beating them. I hate them. Absolutely hate them. Fantastic. And I can go and work on Monday buzzing. I know you're more around Liverpool fans, aren't you, than Arsenal fans?
Well, I'd say yeah, one of them's Arsenal, so that'd be fun. But yeah, mainly Liverpool and Man United over here.
Yeah. Um, we play Leicester in the week, mate, and I think you sort of touched on it a little bit about changing it. What do you want to see then? What changes can he do?
It's really difficult. I wouldn't change the back five because we tried that and it didn't work. The back four didn't work. We've
Yeah,
been
I think
playing
it's
well
5 or 3, whatever you want to
with
call
it.
it.
Yeah, with a 3/5. I think that's the difference against Leicester. It needs to be more of a 3 than a 5. I think that's the difference. I would like to see a bit more creativity in the midfield. So I would bring in Soler if Paqueta can't play, because I think we need something to get us going in the midfield if we're going to be a bit more adventurous. I'd love to see Ferguson start. Whether he'd be ready to or not, I don't
What's
know.
left? What was it? 13 games he had. 2 games already gone. He's only got 11 left because of Brighton game he can't play, I believe.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Not his
But
fault. Not his fault. I'm not blaming him. But
yeah, it'd be nice to see him start. But I wouldn't change much. I just want to see us, as I say, keep the same kind of formation, but more of a 3 than a 5 at the back.
yeah. And if we win that, well, we should win that as well. You think they're terrible?
We
They're
should
awful.
do.
They're awful.
I mean, we should do.
They're awful.
This is the problem with West Ham, isn't it? We beat Arsenal at the Emirates, their first loss at home all season, and then we'll probably lose 3-0 to Leicester.
Yeah, Jamie Vardy doing the old little birdie. Yeah, and I think again, I'm going to ask you, like, between now and the end of the season, what do you want to see as this extended pre-season? We're safe now. We are. I don't care. 13 points. It ain't happening. It's not happening.
We were safe before.
Yeah. What you say?
We were safe before. We're never going down this
Yeah.
season.
But I
Never
think
going
now
down.
it's totally safe. I think we're totally safe now. What do you want to see? Like I say, mate, that's one of the things I want to see. Go on West Ham, try and put 3-4 wins together now, or 3 and 4 unbeaten, should I say? Wins is a bit much, and really try and instill it now. Start working out that team that you want to see and who's going in now. What about you?
That's exactly what it needs to be, and I think I think that will be the plan. He needs to use the rest of this season now to figure out his team, figure out his system, how he wants to play, and then work out what players suit that, what players don't, what he needs to do in the summer, who needs to go, That's like you say. It's an extended pre-season, obviously. Hopefully some good games and some wins for the fans along the way. But yeah, that's exactly what he needs to be doing now. He needs to be working out next season. Is what he
Yeah.
needs to be doing now.
Well, I know you've seen it, mate, because I sent you the clip. Don't know whether any of the subscribers have seen it. I sent a text in to Talksport in the week. It was talking about David Moyes, the Messiah, the greatest manager that's ever lived, the second coming of Ron Greenwood and Sir Alex Ferguson. And I put in there, I said, I think Graham Potter's doing a great job, blah, 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 blah. And I think David Moyes is riding on the fact that Goodison is in its last season, a bit like Bilic. And then once they move, and they got figured out yesterday, didn't they? 2-0 up against Man United, a really poor Man United during the game. Am I bitter?
Yeah, yeah, you are. So am I.
I know that's what you would have said, though. I know
That's why
you would have.
mate. I said to you afterwards. Yeah, I'm bitter as well. I'm gutted. I wanted to see him get relegated. Listen, you
It's not
can't.
Everton, though. I like Everton.
It's,
I like
it's
Everton. I
yeah.
just can't
It's the
stand
fact.
him.
It's the fact that it's Moyes, and it's not. It's not even that I can't stand David Moyes. I ain't got nothing really against David Moyes. I can't stand the "be careful what you wish for" brigade. That's what I can't stand. I hate that. I hate the
And do you
West
think
Ham.
West Ham now regret their decision?
Yeah, exactly. It's that
Yeah.
side of it. It's the if it weren't for that narrative, I'd probably be well happy for Moyes doing well at Everton. But it's the West Ham side of it. It's the look West Ham, look, see what you did, see what you got rid of. It's different. It's not the same club. It's a different club. It's Everton. He's going back there, like you say, last season, riding that wave. We'll see how he does
It's
next year,
like,
innit?
like when they drew with Liverpool 2-2. I said in work, I said, mate, London derbies in that last season at Upton Park, mate, we had this thing, we're not losing them.
Mm,
We are not losing. Like, you went to Tottenham game, we had the Arsenal 3-3. It was, and obviously we had Payet, but there was just something there, like that. It was special. There was this feeling that we're not getting beat this year. It's not
mm.
happening, and I think that's what he's having this season. Do you think we finish above them,
No,
or you don't? You
no.
don't. I think they beat us as well in a couple of weeks' time.
The trajectory they're on, they've got that. They've got that now. They're gonna have that to the end of the season. That feel good. That no, we ain't losing now. They're gonna have that confidence. No, I don't think we finish above them. I don't.
What's the highest you think we finish then?
I don't care as long as we finish above Man United.
Oh, that'd be nice. I can't. Hopefully, we should do, mate. Bloody hell, they're awful. That is the worst Manchester United team I've ever seen. Like,
I think
there's someone I'm
realistically,
scared of in
I
that
think
team.
realistically, the highest we can finish is 12th. I'd say realistically, 14th.
Do you think we dodged the bullet without Amarin, or do you think it's
I don't
just
know.
that is the worst football team, Manchester United team of a generation?
I don't even know if they were talking about that yesterday on what was it? Rio was saying that it was it's the worst. Like the table don't lie. It's the worst Man United team ever. I don't know if it's that bad of a team. I think Amarim needs time, obviously. Um, but he's got, they're good players. And as someone said earlier on in the chat, look at when they leave Man United and go elsewhere. Look at what Rashford is doing now. Look at Anthony in La Liga.
Yeah, yeah.
3 man of the match performances in a row.
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka obviously coming to
I
us.
think McTominay's doing well at Napoli. I think.
I tell you, people were like, again, one of my mates, he's a Man United fan. He said he would give away Xerxes. Mate, I would take Xerxes in a heartbeat. I bet if
We're linked with Hoyland.
Hoyland, either of those
we
two,
are.
mate. I bet whatever club either of those two go to next, I bet they smash it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know.
He's a bit of a weird player.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's the worst. I don't know about the team. I don't know. It's the whole. It's just everything's not working for him at the minute. The club, it's the club, it's the club itself. I don't know. But then again, how has Amarim ever really been tested?
Yeah,
Maybe he just ain't that good.
yeah, or maybe what I can see happening is that his style of play, the three at the back. If he doesn't, he'll either revert and then he turns into a really negative manager, or he sticks to his values and potentially gets another job elsewhere, like Company did, with Bayern Munich. It's a hard one, isn't it? Like, at what point, as a if let's say it was West Ham, at what point would you get frustrated and go, mate, you need to change that now? Like, come on, we need to go back to basics. What point would you do?
I mean, if I was a Man United fan now, I'd be pulling my hair out. You know, it's it's a weird situation. And again, they were saying this yesterday that he didn't want to come in. Excuse me, he didn't want to come mid-season. He wanted to come in the summer, but they gave him an ultimatum and he had to take it. I don't know, but yeah, if I was a Man United fan now, I'd be very very unhappy. And long may it continue.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
What's this? Xerxes has a giant head, but don't win any headers. um, let's talk about Paquetá then, mate. Let's go away from the games from it. He's injured now, sadly. It's a shame because he's playing well, wasn't he? He was starting to play really, really well again.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen anything about the injury. Do you know what it is?
In his press conference, Potter said that he took a nasty one from Wan-Bissaka on the ankle. So, 4-week job potentially.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. Although, who knows what's going to happen with this court case and all the rest of it.
So, what do you think on that? The more I read, the more he sounds guilty. But then it's weird because in a criminal court, obviously you need more evidence. But in the FIFA and the FA, circumstantial can be enough to get you that ban. So, what do you think? Do you think there's enough circumstantial there from what you've read?
Probably.
I think so as well. The uncle thing just don't look good. It really don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Like you say, mate. I don't know. In a criminal trial, I don't think there's any chance whatsoever unless they've got actual specific things linking Paqueta to it, which it seems obvious they don't. But yeah, don't look good, mate. Don't look good.
No, it's a shame. The good thing is we've got a 2-week break after. I think it's there's a Leicester game, and then there's one more, which I can't remember what that game is, and then there's a 2-week break, and then by all accounts, Somerville will be back, which is good as well. I think we need Jimmy back. He just gives pace, doesn't he, and a bit of directness.
Yeah, and it's balance as well. For someone to play on that left side at the moment, everyone just drifts over to the right hand side. We're playing Bowen, Kudus. Obviously, they both want to be in the same place. Wan-Bissaka gets forward. They're there. We're very crowded on the right side of the pitch at the minute. So yeah, it'd be good to get him back and give us some balance on the left.
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Is there anything? Any of the players that we've been linked with, do you think there's any reality in it? I don't know if you've read recently. There's loads of Jonathan David and Angel Gomez rumours.
David's out of contract, isn't he?
Yeah, I can't see it.
I can't see it.
Potentially Angel Gomez, but I can't see Jonathan David happening. I just can't see it.
No, I think David will have better offers than West Ham. I think he'll have bigger ambitions than West Ham as well, which is a shame.
Darren, because I need to get myself a mic. What I'll do is I'll try and talk a little bit louder. I do apologise, mate. Paul's even said it himself. He's struggling to hear a little bit, but once you get to 40, it does.
I've got giant headphones. I helps, but yeah.
Yeah. I will try and sort it out, though, mate. I do apologise. I wouldn't jump to any conclusions on the Paquetá case. Let's just wait and see. That's all we can do, mate. That's all we can do. If you've got any questions, guys, get them in, because obviously there's not loads of topics out there at the minute. So get some questions in. Me and Paul will go for a little bit longer. I'm trying to think, mate. What else have I read this week? Karen Brady, mate. Karen Brady. Did you catch any of that at all?
I didn't watch it.
You wouldn't put yourself through that torture.
No, I didn't watch it, mate. I didn't. I see a couple of bits that she was talking about.
We won the cup because we went to that stadium. What else was there? That is one of the greatest stadium transitions ever.
Absolutely delusional, completely and utterly delusional. No, I didn't watch it. I've got no interest in any time that woman opens her mouth, it's going to wind me up. So I didn't watch it. And it's just absolute delusion. Just the worst thing is, what was it? Last year, it looked like maybe they were going to sell up, and it was maybe going to be coming to an end soon. That's all gone quiet. I don't know. I don't see him going anywhere now.
No. And I was, again, it's really morbid, this, but I looked up how old David Sullivan was. I think he's 73, and I was thinking, if he gets to 80, then maybe he'll disappear. that's still another 6 years, mate. I'll be 46, 47, and it's like, have I got to wait till I'm like 55 till West Ham like have a new ownership and start doing things? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. I think someone likes your jumper, mate. That's a
That
classic, though,
jumper,
isn't it?
it's a question without a question.
Yeah. That jumper. My one's a bit West Ham. It's a Luke one with a claret and blue. It's quite a smart one. This one. Where's that comment gone? What was it? Sorry. There we go. We will keep Scholes. He's some player. Yeah. Did you see George Murphy scored 2 goals yesterday as well for Bristol?
I did see that. He was in the crowd yesterday as well.
Yeah, with Casey, weren't it? Casey was there. Yeah. Please get your questions in, guys. Get them in. We'll answer anything at the minute, even if it's not West Ham. Need to plan without him, and anything, then there's a bonus. Yeah, if he does get off, do you think he stays?
Yeah. Yeah, I do, yeah. I don't know where... I don't know where he would go at this point in time.
Apart from back home.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think he'd stay. He seemed to be, like you say, he seemed to be enjoying his football again after Potter came in.
And do you not think even, again, it's a really weird thing to say, but do you not think he owes West Ham a little bit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do. And I think he appreciates that as well. He doesn't seem the type to me to not understand that. You know, I think he would feel like no, I owe it to the club to stay. I think he is that kind of person.
Hammerette said I lasted 8 minutes watching it and I was appalled for the amount of BS coming from my mouth. And it wasn't talking about your jumper, mate. Apparently it was talking about Karen Brady's jumper. Apparently it was a lovely jumper. Yeah, talking about players staying and going, let's just quickly do that. What about Kudus, mate? Shot winner performance from me yesterday. I called it in my preview. You can go back and watch it, guys. I am not lying. I'm hoping Saudi come in for him. I'm hoping we get like a John Duran situation where, maybe Arsenal want him, maybe Liverpool want him, but then Saudi come in with big boom. There's your 70 million that you want. Bosh, go. And I would take it as well. What about you?
I would take it. It won't happen because this is West Ham.
Yeah,
they'll offer us 25 million or something, and
crap himself.
Yeah, like you say, yesterday fantastic performance. Shows what he can do, but he only does it against the big boys. He only
been there this season. And listen, I know he was played out of position with Lopetegui, and there was. I do think he had little bit sulky performances, but it hasn't been there enough.
And it's still the same problem. When everyone's fit, that's Bowen's best position.
And Bowen is a legend. He is. He's club legend. Like he gets that right to play, doesn't he? And he's club captain.
It's the same problem. So if he can't adapt to playing in the middle or on the left, then what are we keeping him for? We can't afford to keep a player with that potential value sitting on the bench. So
still waiting to see Guilherme. I don't know why, but the prospect excites me. Yeah, and every time I've seen him play, mate, he looks good. He comes on, he'll have a shot or he'll go on a little run. What about you?
I'd love to see him play more. When he has played, like you say, he's looked promising. And I think there's real potential there. Listen, when he was in Brazil, he was talked about as one of the biggest prospects.
As well. Quickest player at the club he's meant to be.
Yeah, he was talked about as one of the biggest prospects of that.
Hendrick.
Yeah, exactly. And they obviously played together. So I want to see him given a chance. I want to see him given a chance next season. The bad thing is
now we're safe as well. Now we're safe. Have a little gamble now, no?
I would. I absolutely would. I have read some things that apparently it was a bit of a dodgy transfer. That's the only thing. So we might be trying to get rid of him because there was some dodginess. I don't know any details about that or anything, or whether it's even true. I hope it's not true because I think he's got massive potential, and I'd love to see him play for us.
I think the next academy player is going to come from. I think it's going to be Potsy. He's been getting absolute rave reviews anywhere he is. He looks ready. I think Potts will play a big role in pre-season. and then it's just whether he's ready to go, isn't it? What about you? Anyone else?
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see Earthy. But yeah, it's like
They're
you
all
say.
big West Ham fans. That's what I like seeing. You know, Ollie Scar's West Ham fan, Casey's a West Ham fan, Alford I think's a West Ham fan as well.
Mm,
You need a bit of that in your team, you do. And again, as much as I used to slate Mark off something rotten on this channel, you do need it. You do. You need a West Ham in there, someone who really knows what it means, you know. This one's quite a funny comment, sorry. I watched Luke's walk to schools most morning. Is he the headmaster? I wish I was, mate. I wish I had that money. They're on about 150 grand a year. I wish I was the headmaster. I'm not. I'm just a PE teacher. I don't really monitor the youth team. For me, Scholes has come from nowhere. He was, there and thereabouts. 82nd minute for Ferguson was a little disappointing for me, to be honest. I hoped he would have gotten longer, but that seemed... Oh, sorry, it's because I've got the comments to disappear after 10 seconds. But yeah, just saying that not using him correctly. It's a good question. Who would you replace Paqueta with next season? So not realistic. Or no, it has to be realistic, but who would you have? Well, we were linked with your boy, mate, Mr. Marco Verratti.
that'd be some signing.
But is he Mr. I've put my feet up in Saudi now? Probably not the player he was.
That's the difference. I
Great
don't.
player. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it'd still be our best. Like if we signed him, it'd be our best player by a mile. But it's that desire, isn't it? It's the desire. As he's still got that desire to perform. It's probably never going to happen in a million years anyway.
Who I'd like. It's a hard one.
It's a tough position, someone who can play those passes, it's a tough position to fill.
Would you prefer someone in his sort of build, or would you prefer like a Lanzini sort of style player? If you know what I mean. So they're both attacking midfielders. They've both got that pass in them. But would you prefer the slightly tricky one, or would you prefer the sort of upright, who can boss and have a tackle as well?
We need to go back in time and get Dimitri Payet, because he was basically the perfect combination of both.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Because, I look at George Urfi and I think, there's a player in there as well, but is he... I think, like you say, mate, it might be two. I think to replace a Paquetá, you might need two, and that's that big box-to-box midfielder, and then the slight, like the Lanzini style player that's a bit tricky and a bit light and stuff. That's what I think, but I don't know. We'll see. Potter raved about how good he has looked in training over the past week. And Zini all day long. Someone's a Lanzini fan.
Lanzini is one of my favourite players for the last
top, mate. He was
decade.
Top.
Loved him.
And if he wouldn't have had that injury, he would have been playing for Liverpool, and he would have gone on and won the World Cup with Messi. He would have. He was, he was ready to go, weren't he? He was right in that team. I don't know who played number 10 for him. Was Dybala playing? Well, Messi, wasn't he?
Messi was, yeah.
No, but Messi was on the left, didn't he? Did Messi play 10 or left in the World Cup? I can't remember.
Messi plays wherever he wants to play.
Yeah. Brian Robson, if we can still get him back. I think that's about it, mate. Like I say, there's no point talking for the sake of talking. Do you want the season just to be over now, or are you just enjoying it now? Or are you just going to sit and enjoy it?
I haven't been enjoying it that much, apart from yesterday. So I hope.
Quite critical of Potter in our WhatsApp group. We have, the other day we had a little go at each other.
I just like winding you up. The thing is,
I
right.
can see what's happening. I can see positivity. And
I can as well. I can as well. Listen, I won't. And I'm not digging Potter out, and I haven't been.
No, and I know.
And I said this. I actually said this.
I can. On camera, it would have been more fun.
I think it's better. I think he's a much better fit for West Ham than Lopetegui all day long. I think he'll succeed at West Ham. He's better. He gives more hope to the fans. He's better in press conferences. He's better with the media. Everything's better. I've got no issue with what he's been doing. There's been a couple of games that's been a bit dodgy, but
I think he's still learning now. I think
exactly. He's still learning. I ain't critical of Potter at all. I just like winding you up about Lopetegui.
I hate it. I don't hate Lopetegui. That's a hard one because I defended Lopetegui a lot in the beginning, and then it just in the end it was like I can't do it no more. I can't do it anymore.
Results speak for himself.
Um, will Ferguson get a start Thursday? I hope so. Otherwise, what's the point of loaning him? Do you know what I mean? What was the point of loaning him if you ain't going to start him? That's definitely a position we need in the summer, though, isn't it? Because I don't think Ferguson will sign for us.
If I think I genuinely think the only reason that because it was clear when we loaned him he weren't going to be fit to.
Favour, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it was to try and get him in the summer because it was obvious he weren't going to be ready to play. He played like an hour of football, if that, in 2 months before we signed him. It was obvious he weren't going to be ready. So I think the only reason we did was to try and persuade him. Listen, this is what we're about. Come and join us in the summer. Try and get him to force it through. I honestly think that's the reason.
Yeah. I wonder if Landers or Cummins may feature at all next season. Oh yeah, obviously Cummins looks like he's going to sign the young striker. Who knows? Who knows? Honestly, he looks like he's got a great goal scoring record, but who knows?
It's a big step up.
We need goals on Thursday, so Ferguson, yes. Doesn't it make it so much better weekend after we win a game? Like it certainly does, mate. It is crazy what it can do to your mood, West Ham. Did you watch any boxing yesterday, mate? That's a good way of little finishing, just moving on a little bit.
Of
If you've got any
course.
questions about West Ham, keep them coming, though.
Of course, yeah. It was a good card. It would have been an even better card if after
It's a shame
fighters
that
didn't pull out.
didn't come off. It is really that was the fight I was really looking forward to the most, to be honest with you. And then when this geezer Martin Bacoli stepped in at what was he, about 25 stone, I thought, he might give him a fight, but then you forget it's professional boxing, man. It don't matter if you're slightly off.
You can't walk in.
Parker's a good fighter. Parker's a top fighter.
I was going to say, I think Parker would have beat Dubois. I really do. I think I think that he deserves the shot at Usyk. I really do.
Yeah, no. Mate,
And
Parker. I've always liked him.
And he's the only big boy that Usyk hasn't fought.
Yeah. So really, he deserves that shot, doesn't he?
So I think 100%. He deserves that shot. I think he should go in. I was going to say you can't come in like talking about Bacoli. You can't come in at that short notice and perform. But then, did you see the Shakur Stevenson fight?
Yeah, he did well. That young boy.
He did really well, mate. They were saying he was fitting solar panels on Tuesday. Flies out to Saudi, and then he took him. What did he take him? 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 9 rounds? I can't remember now. But
he had electric hand speed. That geezer, like ridiculous. That Shakur Stevens.
He's got no power though. That's the problem.
He was tough, wasn't
He that Stevenson apparently wants to fight Tank, and he'll get murdered. He ain't got any power.
Tank's the best fighter in the world, probably, isn't he? One of. Yeah. I think fight of the night, mate. I think you agree that Smith fight was just fantastic fight, wasn't it? What a fight. I love Liam Smith. Not Liam Smith. That's
Callum.
Smith. Yeah, I do love Callum Smith. Top
Yeah,
fighter.
really good fight. Really good fight. The main event as well. Bivol, Beterbiev, brilliant fight. It was a good card. It was a good card. Really good card. Like I say, just a shame. It's a shame Dubois weren't there. I think that would have been really nice.
It would have just icing on the cake, wouldn't it, at a card because that would have been another real top fight up there.
And I think Dubois needs that test. I think he needs that test against someone like Parker.
Yeah, it's like you beat AJ, now you need to sort of solidify that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, was that a one-off, or is that him now? Yeah.
No, that's it. There's some good fights coming up, actually. Ben Whittaker's coming up. His rematch, after he did the funny dance and fell out the ring. I'm quite looking forward to that one. And obviously the big one, mate, April 26th. Still no press conference yet, which is weird. It's been announced, but it's the Eubank Ben. Is this going to happen?
It will. Yeah. It will definitely. It will happen. It will happen.
You are still Team Ben, yeah. Even though you want Ben to win it.
Of course I do.
I don't think Ben does win, no.
It depends on the weight. It depends on the weight. It depends what weight they fight at. I really, 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 really want Ben to win.
I love it.
But yeah, it depends. I think when the last time when he was draining down, Eubank didn't look well when he got down to that weight.
Beat Liam Smith and looked.
And then Ben with his eggs had the power.
What do you make about Canelo versus Crawford if that does happen?
Canelo's too big. It's too big.
It's a shame, innit? Because I like Crawford as well.
It's a stupid fight, though. It's another one. To be realistic, right? It's a higher level version of Ben Eubank.
Yeah, just the two best fighters in the world.
Yeah, it's a high level version, but no, Canelo's too big. He's what?
I do want to see Canelo Paul as well, just to see him absolutely cracking one.
I would love to.
That won't happen though, because
No.
if Canelo really hit you, I can't remember who said it. Carl Frock, I think. If Canelo really hit you, you were dead.
Mate, I want to see
You're
Frock.
in the hospital.
I want to see Frock come out and fight Jake Paul.
I
I want to see that.
Or Bellew, someone like Tony Bellew, you know. Like
That'd be funny, yeah. Bello would take his head off.
Oh, Jesus. There's a couple of comments here. I just want to go back. Yeah, do you agree with this?
Wan-Bissaka Rama of the year. Oh, he's definitely up there with a shout. Yeah, fantastic signing.
I don't see any other clear ones. I want to be a heavyweight boxer and earn 30 million a fight, but I'm a wimp. I was going to text that to you last night. You have got to be a nutcase to be a boxer, though, haven't you? You've got to have something wrong with your head. Like, to get in there and just have the crap beaten out of you and you could die.
I've been there and done it, mate.
You've got
I
to be a nutter, man. You have. Like that geezer who fought that Shakur Stevens. Oh, yeah, I'm going over there because my house gets paid. Like, but I'm willing to die. I respect them, totally respect them, but nutcases, absolute got script. And UFC is complete
different level.
nutcase. Love the jacket, Paul. My favourite day out, evening from Brisbane, and ladies, chaps and ladies. So my reading went completely off there. Just check if there's any other little questions. Nothing really. It says fake Paul said Canelo ducked him.
Yeah, he did definitely. He's absolutely terrified of Jake Paul.
Yeah, 1,000,000%, mate. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks again for joining us live today, guys. Really, really appreciate it. We'll be back when we can. Obviously, there's a little bit of a break from the football. We'll try and do one again, but like I say, just me and Paul, just busy schedules. It's hard to meet up some weekends. But I'll be back for a Leicester preview in the week and a Leicester review. Hopefully, we can put 2 wins together and really go on one. There's one last question here. How much do you think we can get for Emerson in the summer, lads?
8 mil.
Couple of mil. He's still a good player, isn't he? He's still do a good job.
He's worth more than a couple of million. No one goes for a couple of million these days unless they're like end of contract. So I'd say
he'll do a good job. He'll still do a good job in Italy and stuff. Right, I'm leaving it there. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Sub to that up there. I hope you can see it on YouTube. I don't know whether you can see it. I can see it. Can you see it? Let me know. Until next time. Come on, you irons. Keep believing. Let's go.
Cheers.